Good morning, Mom Terry here along with our fabulous little co-star Miss Lucy. Say hi to everyone. All right, today I want to answer a question. I was over on Facebook. Yes, I actually got on the computer and, let me get the question. All right, so over on Home on Wheels Alliance, and I follow that as a group, Joshua wrote, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty broke, homeless, and pathetic right now. And that's all he wrote. And without knowing more about his story, yeah. But you know what? There was a time in my life when I was homeless, broke, and pathetic too, or at least I thought so. All right, so. And then, 29 viewers wrote in, people that follow that group, and, they're very supportive. And that's one thing about the vehicle dwellers is we're very supportive of this lifestyle. So at the end, Joshua wrote, today is a new day and a new way. Good for you, Joshua. So are you afraid and stressed out? I get it. Y'all know I left my second husband with a 92 bubble top van, a Chevy Vandora. I think it was a 1500. They got 20 miles to the gallon. It was really old. Let's see, I left in 2010, so it was about 20 years old. I left with the clothes on my back and $2,000 in debt, about $2,500 with charge card debt. So my first piece of advice, take a breath. I know it's a little difficult finding yourself houseless right now. We are not homeless, we are houseless. All right, so take a break. Take a breath, that's what I meant. And I do want to say I was afraid. I think I was more afraid of stealth camping. I mean, I pretty much resided that I would probably be living in my vehicle. I knew that oh my gosh, I was so out of it. I couldn't even walk a straight line. I had been under so much abuse and stress in the relationship. I wasn't a vegetable, but I was close to a vegetable. The attorneys don't know how I pulled it off. Anyhow, look at what all you have. All right, so you wrote a comment on Home on Wheels Alliance and 29 people wrote in. Let me tell you, the vehicle dwellers out there, we are the most supportive people that I've ever met. If you come to the RTR, oh my gosh, you're going to fall in love with these people. Everybody there is willing to help you. It's just amazing. Whatever problems you have, or if you just need to talk to people about what it's like living in a vehicle, that's what the RTR is all about. And like I said, people are more savvy than me. They're better at reaching out online. I'm terrible. I don't like doing that. Sorry about that. All right. And the second thing I want to say is God works in mysterious ways. So, a lot of the shelters, you only get like 30 days, 45 days here. You get tossed around a lot. And, I was so depressed. I'm not going to explain it in full. I was about ready to take my own life because I went to the hospital, and at the time there was no money for a psychiatric treatment. So I was in my van getting ready to drink something really bad. And, it was the end. I had tried everything, and, how high is your self-esteem when your husband does that to you, It's, you feel like trash, you feel like trash on the street. So I do get it. And I was so lucky because right as I was getting ready to drink my little potion, the phone rang. Isn't that crazy? I was mentally set to check out. And the phone rang, and, it was the shelter. And they said, basically, what are you doing? Are you busy right now? And it's like, I'm like, no. And can you come over? How far away are you? And I went over, and within 30, 40 minutes, they said, you fit our program. Welcome home. And yeah, so like I said, I was just, but there I go by the grace of God, right? And I know this is hard. This is really difficult advice, but be grateful for what you have. What did I have? I had my Chevy van. That's all I had. And now I had a shelter that was willing to put me up. There were no YouTube videos. And I checked the library for books like how to live in my vehicle. There was nothing, the only thing on the internet was Bob Wells' website. and it was pretty crummy. There wasn't Bob wasn't doing videos or anything at the time, so it was a bad thing. So what I'm saying is, right now, look at all you got. You have all these people that do videos. I'm doing videos on how to build out my van to my little heart's content. Yeah, so you have videos. All right. And being destitute. Basically, I had no money coming in, and I was $2,500 in debt. Luckily, I had a couple of McDonald's gift cards and a couple $100 to my name so I could keep the credit cards going. But then I learned how to scavenge for stuff. Basically, where are the food pantries, how to get clothes, I needed more clothes. So there are organizations out there that are really willing to help you. So at the shelter, my van was in the parking lot. And once I made the decision, I'm going to live in my van, I'm going to spruce up my van. So, I'd go down to the Dollar Tree, the 99-cent store, and get some sanding blocks. And I did all the woodworking in my van. And oh my gosh, it looked beautiful. And then I went to Habitat for Humanity. They had extra white latex house paint. I didn't like what's that called? It's the stuff on the walls, that material. It was like dark gray, or maybe it was harlot red. And my van was dark and gloomy, so I was going to make it really, really livable. So, I'd be out there coating the walls with white paint, and people would walk past my van and they're like, "She crazy." I fully embraced, my situation, and the other thing is I knew mentally I couldn't work. Um, I knew I had a traumatic brain injury. I have no facial recognition software. Unless you're in my life constantly, I could walk right past you and not even know that you're there, and a host of other problems. So I was happy that the shelter, they signed me up. California, they have like an EBT program. And basically, for being destitute, you get $400 or $500 in your account every month. So let's see, I figured out how to get food, clothes, and now I had money for gas in my vehicle. Woohoo! Also, after the first year, thank God the social worker signed me up for disability. I could not collect Social Security disability. I collected the other one, which was just $3 shy of my $1,000 a month that I said I could be happy and live on. And, uh, like I said, I knew food, water. My van was going to be a shelter. I had $1,000 coming in, and I could, still to this day, with what all I know about van dwelling, I could live very happily on $1,000, even though gas prices are crazy right now. I don't have to buy food or anything, so there. So my biggest piece of advice is to embrace this lifestyle. I mean, I knew I'd be living in a vehicle and on $1,000 a month. Now, how do I make the best of it? And usually I make one change a day for the better. And after a year, it's 365 changes. All right. So once you get your money situation solved, they sent me the back money from Social Security, like for 4 months, they paid up back. So what I did was I decided to keep my 92 bubble top van. That's what I was going to live in. Got some new tires, fixed it up a little bit, made it mechanically sound. But all right, so what are some of the advantages of van life? The entire day is mine. Right now I'm living in a sticks and bricks, and that's okay. But I look around and I see, oh my gosh, you know how quick it is to clean my home on wheels? I just go to the car wash and vacuum it out, and we're done in 5 minutes. But there's always maintenance. There's grass to trim. There's dusting. Oh my gosh, dusting. There's the backyard to do. I mean, 24 hours a day, you can do what you want. It's a good thing. And I do what I want 24 hours a day. I can hang out at the beach. I can read a book. If I had a bicycle, I could go bicycle riding. I can hike. I can get out my paint box. I can paint. Oh, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. All right, so this is part of my recycled art. Sorry, but these are little earrings made out of eggshells. And nail polish that you get from the thrift store. Some thrift stores do have nail polish, so you can follow your passions, which I really like. I get to explore new places all the time. Not only new places, but new places to eat too. Usually, I try to stay at a good lunch price of about $10, which is getting harder and harder to do. But I figure it out. I go over to the little burrito stand, and I get a solid sausage egg burrito for breakfast. It's $7.50, and I cut it in half, and I have half today and half tomorrow. One of the things I really enjoy is my hotel and restaurant are always with me. We're thinking about going up to Laguna Beach, and a hotel room there at a crappy place is $200 a night, and it's like, I can't wait to get this guy out into vehicle camping and everything. Now, I do want to say, at first I was terrified because, I knew Bob, and Bob helped me figure out how to camp on BLM property, but I'm a city girl, and I like doing city things. So, there was a learning curve to learning how to stealth camp out here in Southern California since we don't have Walmarts. Oh my gosh, I was so terrified. But eventually I figured out what I was doing, and I do videos. They're probably in stealth camping, how I learned how to stealth camp and everything. And I got really good, and I can do it all the time, anytime I want to. So that I'm happy for. So I think what I'm trying to do is saying I learned a lot of new skills, haven't I? Also, it's a great feeling knowing that from the moment I wake up, I'm in charge of my life, whether I want to go for a hike. But I can't imagine working 40 to 50 hours a week just to pay rent to a guy or a woman or whoever to live in a house that you're not even there because, you're out there working, and then, you pick up fast food. I'm not sure how many hours you actually spend in the house, but, you get to come home and sleep. That's it. One of the other things you can do is bonus, if you want to work for Habitat for Humanity or any charities, help out at a soup kitchen, you can do that. Did you want to learn a new craft? Did you want to go fishing all day? You can do that. You can learn new things. What could be better than going off on BLM property in the middle of nowhere, putting up your tent and learning how to play the saxophone, right? No one can hear you. It's wonderful. And then think of all the time you have for your friends and your family members. You get to visit them, even the ones, my lifestyle is during the winter. I love wintering out here in Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, all of it, Nevada. And then I do my arts and crafts during the winter, and then during the summer I get to go home, visit family. I have family in Ohio, up Quebec, down to Florida, so I visit everybody. So I have more time for family and friends. The biggest problem that we have, I think, making the transition is all our lives were programmed. You will be happy if you have the right spouse, you have the right house, you have the right clothing, you have the right job. You're only going to be happy if you purchase this makeup, or you have whiter teeth or straight teeth. You're not pretty enough, this or that. And it really is hard when you get bombarded with messages all day long. They never show a sad person sitting in front of a pan pizza and eating it. It's never like this, oh, I have to eat this pizza. It's always like, I get to eat this pizza. Well, they're telling you, you will be happy because, you will be happy because. That's the whole point of advertising. You will be happy if you possess this one thing, you will be happy. And that's not true, because everywhere you go, you take your happiness with you. I mean, I'm so excited right now. And I'm going to break from that subject matter. The other day I got approved for my surgery. So right now I'm house sitting and dog sitting. There's no telling when my ex-boyfriend will be home, which is sad because I really miss him. And this is a lot of responsibility. I'm not used to it. But, I'm enjoying it. What was I going to say here? And I got pre-approved for my surgery, so I'm happy about that. And right now, where I want to go to is usually I'm up in Utah, or I'm on the East Coast. 2 years ago, oh my gosh, I was finishing up I was in New Jersey. We did Cape May. And I went down to Dollywood Land. Uh, that was so wonderful. And I camped there for free. I did stealth camping over at the Walmart. I love Pigeon Forge. I love it all. The Great Smoky Mountains National Forest. And, I have to stay away from the deserts until basically mid-October. Right now it's 100 degrees in a lot of the desert that I like to visit in. So happy that I have a home to be in. Happy for the air conditioner. Happy for the microwave. I mean, true. There are some downsides of not being in a van or living in a van, and we'll look into that tomorrow. All right. Miss Lucy and I will see you down the road. And if you're new to this, don't worry. We got a great community. All right. Bye from Mom Terry and Miss Lucy. Lucy, want to go for a walk? Who wants to go for a walk? Anybody? Want to go for a walk, Miss Shelby? Okay.